But I feel like within the marriage, when a woman is insecure,
She bites.
she bites. And especially financial insecurity just brings out a level of, I don't know what to call it, a level
Animosity.
within the marriage.
A man must decide to be a builder. As I'm trying to build my own things, trying to build my finance or whatever, but I'm also trying to believe, no, you can go. If you can win for us, then win. If a woman gets that, and she goes and gets those opportunities, she will respect her man.
He was always on her side.
Always on her side. And part of the rules of engagement of showing her that she's on her side is also to understand something. Her money is her money.
Amen to that.
Yes. If the marriage has gone beyond 1 year, one person is here, the other one is here. That is how marriage is. So why I step out of my space is if I step out and I pour into you, what happens? You are full. When you are full, immediately you'll have the strength to quickly pour back into me.
Love it. Love it.
And so every time we are actually meeting each other's needs, a man cannot have paid rent and still want to sleep with his wife.
Okay.
But the wife will wonder, why are you paying rent? Why would you want to sleep with me and you've not paid rent? And the man wonders, are you the landlord? So
what do they have to do with each other? Where do they meet?
School fees and this, they're not together. You're not the principal. Why do I have the principal?
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Salamba.
Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you too.
It's always a good time and never a dull moment when we're together. So I'm really excited. And welcome everyone to Marriage Kindergarten. Today we're talking about needs. Very hot topic in marriage. Really, do we understand each other's needs?
Versus wants.
Yes. Is there a difference?
Yeah, wants is what you wrote on a list when you're asking God for a husband. Yeah. Then needs is what God gave you. Yeah. But you know, if you look at marriage from the core, what do people do a lot? What brings a lot of problems is that we don't know how to meet each other's needs.
Yeah.
That's why we outsource. And I say we, not we, but generally human beings, we outsource because we don't understand the needs of a partner, of the other partner, and versus my own needs. And I think, as you're saying, it's a very, very dicey part because it's what, of course, leads to affairs, leads to fights, all those things. Do I know what you need? And number two, also, I found that many people don't know what they need.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to even understand what you need as a married person. You've never been married before. You were single all your life. Now you've gone over to the other side. How do you even begin to express what you need within the marriage to make it successful? And for me, I feel like it's been a journey always of self-discovery, always learning you, always learning how the marriage can accommodate both of our needs. And I feel like the needs change depending on the season or the event that's happening in the marriage. Can needs always be constant throughout the whole marriage? I kind of feel like I need different things in different seasons, you know, but there's those basic things that as a woman in a committed relationship that we need, you know. For me as a woman, I feel I need, communication. I feel I need like that level of friendship where I can be honest and vulnerable with you. Financial security is our big one for all of us women. Yeah, we need that security. We need that covering in our marriage. We need to feel protected. There's another need that we always discuss, like leadership, that, you know, women need the men to take the lead in the home and actually be the priest of the house and really give direction and strategy for the family. And so, yeah, there's different needs that we have, and I feel like those ones are consistent throughout the marriage. Communication is also a big one, and we've talked about being friends in our previous episode, and I think that also feeds into how we communicate within the marriage. So for a woman, I feel like those ones are like key needs that remain more or less constant throughout the marriage. But what about on the men's side?
I've been done research because I've been a man my whole life.
Yeah.
So there's the amount of research I've done based on the years that I've lived.
Yeah.
But I think one of the first, most critical, fundamental things, and like we've begun from, you began from a place of talking about that this is what I need as a woman. And the thing that, first of all, before I talk about the needs that I need as a man, is that understanding that many couples don't understand. I think you've heard me talking before about the fundamental law of difference.
Yes.
In a marriage.
Yeah.
That number one, men and women are different.
Totally.
From the core, you know. And one of the mistakes we make is that we assume that we actually, the truth is technically, we do need the same thing. But the translation and the
hierarchy
of it, I can say it all comes down into one pot. I think it all comes down to one pot. But I think that the way we are so different is the first thing that I think couples need to understand. That I need you, first of all. We need each other, first of all, to appreciate that we are different. That there's a way that I will look at a matter that you will not look at the matter the same way.
Yeah.
There's a way that you will want to communicate. I will not communicate the same way. Now, this is the gap that comes about. Because I know, for example, as a man, primary for me, and I've had men saying this a lot of them, I don't know how to bring it out, but primarily for me as a man, respect is key. Respect takes precedence over many other things. Because as a man, I don't understand love really. I understand respect. The more respect I feel, the more love I perceive I am getting. Yeah. The lesser the respect, the more unloved. Before we talk about, of course, I'm Gary Chapman talking about languages of love and all those things. But primarily as a man, respect is very key.
So when I tell you that I love you, in your mind, you're checking whether I respected you, whether I respect you.
Yes. The evidence of the love is in the respect. So if you tell me, and that's why you can see a woman can tell a man, oh, how can you do this to me? You know, I carried your children, you know, and I did this, and that does not make sense.
Yeah.
The guy is thinking, am I respected? I don't feel like the tone is respectful. I don't feel like there's respect in this relationship. And so when the respect is not there, then now the system begins to fall.
Okay, can you break it down a little bit more for me? How love equates to respect? How are you loved in a way that you feel that you are respected? Is it, you know, the way I approach you, the way I speak to you, you know, the way I bring out issues in the marriage, maybe how I express my needs to you, how I talk to you when the children are around. Just break down what this respect means, because I feel like a lot of women, we want to love our partners, but we speak it in the language of maybe our own love language, or how we've been conditioned to think how love is. I love you, so I'll make you breakfast. I love you, so you know, I'll rub your feet. I love you, so I'll ensure that the children are asleep by 9 and, you know, we can have quality time together. Can you explain how that respect is translated to love, so that I'm able to do it better?
Because if you look at a basic couple, just saying someone would run in and say, I'll give, and we look at this, I think, on both sides.
Yeah.
Number one, you've talked about, for example, tone. Men were very sensitive to tone. Yeah. Men don't like being talked to as though they are children. You see? And so it's a very interesting bias, because at some time you'll hear at some point a man saying, you know, I'm the, you know, my wife has 4 children and I'm the 5th one.
Yeah.
But there's a level of of respect that comes with tone. Does he want to be talked to as though he's a child? And I've had I know as a man, one thing that really can frustrate me is when someone talks to me, I feel am I a child? You know, and I've seen this happening through various sessions that I've had. You find, for example, you can come home and find something is not right.
Yeah.
When you enter the sitting room, you find maybe I'm sitting there, the kids are sitting there, and quickly, everyone is in the same group.
Yeah.
What are you people doing? Why are all these things here? What are you people doing?
Yeah.
And you see, as a man, I'm thinking, am I people? Am I?
Why am I included in the whole lot?
Yeah, you know, yeah. So and at times you find that it's in those moments that a man thinks, okay, now I'm not being respected here. I'm being lumped up with the children. I'm being scolded with the children. I'm answering with the children. And so, and he's thinking, I think I need to be dealt with in a different way. Or maybe the children were there and the man suggested, okay, let's do this. No. We go this way. And at times women in their own way will do it not because they don't love the man, not because she doesn't love the man. She loves the man. But in that moment, the tone she has used, no, maybe the guy is saying, okay, I think the children should wear jeans tomorrow. No jeans. And the children look, okay. And the guy will be like, okay, now here there are two things. Either because men understand if we are going to, if there's disrespect, either I'm fighting to get the respect, either I'm going to have to yell to get the respect, or put my wife down to get respect. So naturally, there are men who will choose to ignore all those things and pull out of the fight and say, I'm not going to say a word, and the wife wins the day. She will not record in her mind that he felt disrespected. He felt among the kids that his decisions or his thought process or his words were not respected.
Yeah.
Yet she would have waited. It's not a bomb. Pull him aside and tell him, my recommendation that the children should wear shorts tomorrow and not jeans. And yeah, she explained to me why you think that. Me, I'm thinking from where I'm coming from, 1, 2, 3, and the guy, oh yeah. Now you go tell the children yourself that you've changed your mind. So the man comes, the kids, I've thought about it. Yeah. Wear shorts tomorrow. There's respect. No. We go this way. Okay, fine. The guy keeps quiet. So he has an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something else that you find also we don't find in public is women not talking well about their husbands in front of other people. Yes. And women who don't speak or what's the English word? They don't say they're proud. They don't speak good language. Yes.
About their husband.
Yeah, they are not willing to praise him and say, but then my husband is a good man, my husband is a wise man. Or you're praising him in front of the children, praising him in front of people. She does not. She keeps quiet.
Celebrating his decisions in front of the children.
Yes.
Is absolutely rare or does not happen at all.
Yes.
In fact, she criticizes whenever the children are around. Oh, your father did not do A, B, C, D, yet I expected him to do. So in a man's mind, he's translating that as disrespect and therefore not being loved by the women.
Yeah.
So I'm looking on the opposite side. Like, what would be...
Security to a woman.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. If respect is high up on your list as a man, what is the need for me as a woman that I find is like number one? And maybe because I'm not fully secure or provided for in that need, I find a lot of women say that they find it very hard to respect or to give that love in the language that that men understand when they're not having that security that they require. It could be financial security, it could be emotional security, it could be spiritual security. There's so many dimensions that we can look at it from. But I feel like within the marriage, when a woman is insecure,
she bites.
And especially financial insecurity just brings out a level of, I don't know what to call it. A level
animosity.
Within the marriage. Why did that word come out with so much passion? Yeah, so a level of animosity is brewing. It's brewing in the background. It's brewing in the foreground. It's in the air, it's in the atmosphere. The children are feeling it, the tension. You can cut the tension with a knife because the woman is insecure. So how can me as a woman bring myself to that point where I'm meeting your need for respect, yet I have this gaping hole that I'm just seeing insecurity all around? How can I meet the needs of my partner, yet I also have this need that I have that's not being met at all?
I think let's look at it this way, and I think this will help also very many men who
Yeah.
might be watching this right now. How critical is finance
Oh.
in romance?
Oh.
There needs to be a song like that,
Oh, no romance without finance.
But how critical is it? Because I've had friends who had jobs, good jobs, went out to do business. When they went to do business, the business didn't pick up as it should. The wife was working, she had the money, and the guy begins to say, by the way, my wife is disrespecting me now.
Yeah.
Yet she has money, she can pay the bills, she can pay the house, she can do whatever, but still there's a level of animosity. Yet she's affording the things, she's fueling her car, she's driving the things, she's paying school fees.
Yeah.
But still,
you know what women like to say, like, the man's money is the family's money, and then the woman's money is the woman's money. So I can understand that scenario.
And so this guy thinks, okay, now I'm being disrespected now.
Yeah.
Why is she complaining? I mean, then there's another guy who maybe had money, lost the money. The family has to make a couple of readjustments. Again, the animosity picks up.
Yeah.
And there are women who leave their marriages not because they don't love the man. Again, I'll just translate this. Not because they don't love the man, but because she was no longer financially secure.
Yes.
The women who have left because of that. Just said, I'm going back. I have a friend of mine used to be I know from ministry. One day we had come from ministry and the wife parked the house.
Yeah.
And the wife went all the way to the village. Not even to the neighbors, to the village. So and I remember we went through a difficult time at the beginning of our marriage financially. And I remember my silent fear was that one day you'll get up and say, hey, dude, there's a place I used to stay. We used to have peanut butter and jelly for breakfast. Yes, there are good things there. We are praying to God to supply. I am not here for manna. I want milk and honey. So where does this balance come in? How is it important to a woman that that if she has her own money, number one, and number two, if at all she doesn't have the money and the man doesn't have the money, how does she translate that she can leave a marriage because of finances, yet she loves? I'm just trying to bring the balance to understand that the same way you say to a man translates respect, love as respect, that a woman translates love as security.
So if then the security is unavailable as a woman, and it's something that you need. I mean, we can't run away from the fact that we need finances to run the home. We need finances to, take the children to school. We need finances as a woman. I need my grooming to be taken care of. I need to look nice. I need to, get my nails done, get a massage, go to the spa. Like, there's so many things that I need that are financially driven. So I'm in this marriage, and with all intent and purposes, I want to love on this man, but I'm not able to because I'm just too insecure financially. How can I come to the place where I'm ignoring certain things and focusing on the love, on the is it possible even?
That's the $2 billion question.
Is it possible?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember giving our own example, how I did have issues respecting you, I hope. I mean, you're the only one who can give me the report card.
We'll talk about it in the next session.
That it was not easy. It was not easy with the uncertainty. It was not easy with, we're in the marriage, there's a child coming. How are we going to take care of the needs, our own needs and the children's needs? There's so much happening within, the woman's mind that it's not always automatic that she will sit back and say, okay, I need to correct the tone in which I'm speaking to, this partner of mine. I need to correct the the language that I'm using to express my need for financial security. And sometimes on face value, there really isn't anything that the partner can do because the situation is just the way the situation is. So is it possible to come to a place where there's so much insecurity for the woman, but still she's able to respect the man? I kind of feel like it's possible, but men also need to look beyond their role that society has put on them as providers and really see what else they can put on the table apart from the finances that can keep the marriage together in the interim, because finances, they come. Eventually they come. For us, they eventually came. But you did other things. You invested in other ways to help me feel secure in that relationship. You know, you really brought up your covering over the home spiritually. You know, you spoke words of encouragement. You were there. I could talk to you. There was never one moment where I felt like you blocked me off and said, I don't want to talk about this. Like, you know, can't you see the situation? So many men struggle with this because they feel that animosity. Maybe they feel it as judgment on, oh, I'm not able to provide in this marriage. How can a man look beyond his pocket, right, and find other ways to bring value? I know it's really important. It's like core. But how can a man maneuver through that season and really keep the marriage together?
I think first and foremost, and I think this is part of what I had to reconcile with very, very quickly when we got married. And I'll say it in two things. First of all is that a man must decide to be a builder. And he must decide to be a builder from the beginning. And a builder from the beginning means that he's the builder of his wife. Yes. Not the destroyer of his wife. I must decide that I'm a builder. Number two, I must make a decision that I'm not in competition with you.
Yeah.
Now, if I can maintain those two parameters within the marriage, number one, it buys me time to build what I'm building for the family. But number two, also, I am building my wife. How am I building my wife? I'm building you. I'm not the person who comes home and tells you, by the way, you've not done your hair. Yeah, you look like a shrew.
Wow. Okay. All
I was in a shrew.
No. What is that? What is a what is a shrew?
A shrew is a fun-looking rodent.
Oh.
Rodent, yeah. So you look like a shrew. I come, you know, I mean, I mean, you always had one of my principles. I said that I have no business to talk about clothes I never bought. Yeah. If I didn't buy the clothes, I keep quiet about it. I can start saying, now you know that dress doesn't look good on you, makes you look round. No. I never bought the dress. I should keep quiet. I should know my mouth should be where it is. I should keep my mouth. But number two, if I become a builder to you, then I'm building your securities in other ways.
Yeah.
I'm building the emotional security.
Yes.
I am showing that I am available. I'm showing that I don't look down on you. I'm showing that I don't want to destroy you. I don't want to bring you down. So those are things that I looked at. I need to be a builder. My words had to build you. Every time they had to build you. And this I'm talking to also the men who maybe as a wife who's doing well in her career or she's not in a career whatsoever. Either way, you're a builder as a man. Yeah. If she's waking up in the morning to go to work, you're building her every day, telling her, go for that opportunity. I mean, I pushed and I've always been pushing you, go. Number two, I'm secure enough to understand that you're in my team. Yeah. If God decides that the family is going to be blessed through you, as a man, I'm confident enough to be at the backstep and say, I'm still the one who's going to build you. Yeah. If the Lord has said you're going to be the head of state, then I'm going to build you towards it. When you come home, you'll find a man who's cheering, you're telling, no, you're making good decisions. You're pushing, get that opportunity, multiply. Why? And I've seen from experience that if a woman gets that, and she goes and gets those opportunities, she will respect her man because he built her.
Yeah. At no point in the relationship did he show her that he was in competition or intimidated by her success and her ambitions. He was always on her side.
Always on her side. And part of the rules of engagement of showing her that he's on her side is also to understand something. That her money is her money.
Amen to that.
Yes. Yes. Out of the goodness of her heart, she decides to share it with the family.
Oh my God.
But to understand that also, he doesn't come in and be like, now, I'm the one who pushed you, told you to go to Harvard now because you're earning 2 million a month. I want a part of it. No.
Yeah.
I don't come with demands also. Again, that gives a level of security. That also, he is not a shark or a hyena waiting to devour.
Yeah.
So when I was able to reconcile with those two things, it was easy for me. Then it was easy for me to be like, okay, now with these things, as I'm trying to build my own things, trying to build my finance or whatever, but I'm also trying to believe, you can go. If you can win for us, then win. Because I've been in marriage counseling for a while, and you know this, and I've seen couples who, I think I've many stories, but I know of couples who, I told you the time I went to do a session for couples who are paralyzed. One of them was not married paralyzed, but marriage happened and the person became paralyzed. And this other partner who you were looking at down the other day becomes the one who you depend on now. Becomes one of the breadwinner. So marriage is very topsy-turvy. One time you can be up, you're down.
Very fluid.
So I realized that if I look at you as my competition, then we stop working together. So, but also now as a man, point 2 is this: a man must have a plan.
Sure. We can't be in the same house, like you're just sleeping in the whole day, waiting on me to make all the decisions, waiting on me to make all the strategy. What are we going to do? You have to have a plan. You have to have a way, even a vision that you're working towards, that maybe financially at that particular point has not materialized, but you have a vision and a plan that you're verbalizing, expressing. And I find this another problem in marriage is that the men don't really talk about what plan they have to come out of a situation. But it's a bit tricky because maybe there's so much insecurity within the marriage that the woman's trust even
in the plan,
the confidence that she had in the man is watered down. It's not there at all. So how do you keep it together? I'm just looking at that scenario. Like we've been in this, rabbit hole for 2 years, right? And you keep selling the dream. You've sold the dream. You've sold it, but it's just not taking off. And then slowly by slowly, that patience that the woman had, the belief that she had in the man is gone.
Because, when I'm telling you my dreams and my plans, remember, a wise man once said this, that what is, it's number 2. He said that if you find a man who has money, good.
Yeah.
If you find a man with a plan, yes, it is not as good. Yeah. Now, the plan must be flowing.
Yeah.
And this is where we move to the need of a woman of communication. Because if you talk about communication, you want to understand what is the plan.
Yes.
And you see, I can't be all over the place.
No.
I remember when I decided to try, when things were not working, I decided to try sell cars. You remember that miserable story. And and when I tried to do it, you came and asked me a question. You told me that, you asked me, did you lie to me? Because when you got married, you never sold to me that you're going to be in a car business. Yeah. You sold me a different plan. Where is it that you've changed now, you've gone this direction? The capacity that I have is I want to see what you're basically telling me is that this inconsistency is worrying me a bit.
It's another insecurity that you're adding to the...
Yeah. So let's know we are going this way. I'd rather we know we are going this way, and I'd rather know that you are being also faithful to what you said from the very beginning than moving everywhere. And what becomes tricky for us men is that when I'm coming to tell you my dream and my vision and I'm thinking where I want to go, again, we go back to the respect thing, which is that to listen to it and be like, okay, to speak life into it. Not to say, by the way, you tried the timber thing, it didn't work. Now you want to go try sell bricks. Come on. What I tell you, I want to invest, it matters. You see, but those statements come from insecurity. Many marriages don't know that. They come from a place of insecurity. So it is important that as a man, I need to know, I need to communicate. Because women love to know.
Yes.
I need to communicate.
Yeah.
But as I'm communicating, I need my wife also to accommodate my thought process. Because potentially I am already in a bad place. 98% of men, if you roll a dice right now, hit any man on the head, ask him, do you think your wife would stay with you if you're broke? 98% of men will say, oh, she'll be gone by noon. By noon, I'm declared bankrupt at 10:58. At 11:58, she's gone.
Yeah.
98% of men will be like, no, she'll be gone. So this man has to come to a place and think, okay, has he built other parts of the marriage that he can come and tell his friend, listen, I put down 2 million.
Yeah.
And we lost it. And the wife to have the capacity to be like, did he maliciously want to lose the 2 million?
Of course not.
Yeah. To come to a place and be like, okay, fine, we lost 2 million, it's hard. This is a bit, it's shocking. I know it's shocking. The man to acknowledge that my wife will panic. Yes, and she's allowed to panic. I've lost 2 million. She's allowed to panic. She can panic.
Yeah.
And the wife to come back and think, okay, what do we do? How do we rebuild?
Yeah.
How do we rebuild? Fine, we have 2 million. How do we rebuild? So he's in a place to think that I will not be killed because I brought insecurity. I won't be killed. I made a mistake. Because part of respect for us men is allow me to make mistakes. Yes. Yeah. Allow me to put that money in that pyramid scheme and lose it. I didn't put it there because I put it there because I wanted to buy you a house. And I thought if I buy you a house, you will stay.
Why didn't you tell me you were buying the house in the first place?
Can surprise you. You see?
I kind of feel like communication is also a bit dicey as a need because we enjoy that free-flowing, open, candid, vulnerable, intimate communication with our husbands. But sometimes, just the way you said, it's a bit difficult because maybe a mistake has happened in the marriage and the man is just so afraid of bringing it up because yes, we say that we enjoy that free-flowing communication. But sometimes it's like we just can't take it. We just can't take the truth of a candid conversation with our husbands, We want you to be open, we want you to be free, we want a level of intimacy that we've never had with anyone else. But when it's brought to us, it's almost as if we don't know, we just don't know how to handle it. Or we panic, like you said. Because in marriage, real issues are happening. It's not always rosy stuff. It's not always the happy things that we bring on the table. We also bring our
the good, the bad, the ugly.
The bad, the very ugly. Sometimes as women, we say we want that communication, but it's difficult for us to take it. And then on the other hand, the man is maybe he's not grown up being expressive and really saying what is on his mind. So if there's an insecurity financially, he's not even able to express and communicate it openly and candidly with the wife. So how can we bring up communication? Because it's a need for me, and maybe on the man's side, he just doesn't know how to communicate with me.
I've thought something else.
Yeah.
You said he does not know how to communicate to you because I have two thoughts in my head. I hope I don't forget. But that's a very important point, saying that he does not know how to communicate with the wife.
Yeah.
And this is the biggest problem because it's very strange. We know how to make babies.
Yeah.
But we don't know how to talk about the babies we've made. We want to make money. We don't know how to talk about the money because we are not friends enough. But I can tell you, because for a man to be trusted to a way where I can tell the wife, I lost 10 million, it's a man who has made 100 million.
Yeah. Let's be real.
Yeah. She'd be like, okay.
We the bank, the savings will cover us.
Yeah. This doesn't affect our livelihood today. Yeah. So there's a problem in communication because at times, why would I not tell you something about finances. And I've realized that there might be a silent part of a man's ego whereby I want to prove to you that I'm not as useless as you may think.
But why would you have it in you that your wife would think that?
Because there are comments and things she has said. And one of the things that you can find that a wife has done is she has compared this man with her friends. That the Kamaus have just built a house.
Innocent. Oh, by the way,
yeah, you know the
Luhobas have gone on holiday to Malaysia.
Yes,
it's not just empty talk.
Yeah,
it's like it leaves an impression in the man's.
In a man, it's not empty talk. To a man, is being compared to someone else, and so he begins to think, I need to prove myself. I need to prove myself. Now, because I need to prove myself, what do? I abandon strength in the marriage. What is abandoning strength? Abandoning strength is I fail to come to you and tell you, I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
Let's pray about it. Yeah. Let's see. And there's a part whereby I may be more risk averse, and you may be the opposite. But those things must meet on the table.
Yeah.
Where you're like, do this. Don't pay the whole 2 million. Pay 200,000 first. Let's see. We can lose 200K. Don't pay the whole amount. Or let me be the one to talk. Or let me see the contract. Let me read the fine print. Or some, because men, we have lost money that way. We lost money through our friends. And our wives are telling us, by the way,
don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't trust your friend. You don't know I've come with Timo. You have come Timo from very far. You leave him alone. Yeah. This is my boy. Yeah. So coming back and be like, so many men feel like I need to prove myself to my wife. I need to show her that I'm more of a man than the person she's saying. Because when you tell me about what another man is doing for his wife, my mind quickly thinks that, do you regret being married to me? Do you want to be married to that person?
That is such an extreme.
Yeah, but you see now, that's how men translate. So in translate that, what does he think? I'll go work hard. When I buy that Range Rover, you will know. I lose cash. I'll do this. I'll buy land to prove I can buy land. But I buy land where you don't want to live. And I'm not coming to stay here. You see, I feel offended. Now I was trying to do this to prove to you a point. I never got the approval. Remember, many men get married with mother wounds. And many women get married with father wounds. Yeah. So there's a place where it comes to pass. So do I know you as my friend and I can come and tell you, my friend, this is the issue? And remember that again, you've heard me joking about this before, but men have a hearing problem and women have a listening problem.
Yeah.
Can I explain?
I've heard that. Explain.
With the aid of a diagram.
Kindly.
Because a man would be told by the wife, when you come, or a man would be told by the wife, my birthday is on the 3rd of May. He didn't hear it. Yeah. He was thinking about other things. Maybe he was thinking about other plans. He was planning in his head. He was thinking about the bill. Maybe on a date. Anafanya hesabu, coffee, steak. You're saying, my birthday is the 3rd of May and I want and I want a golden ring. Him is thinking steak. He's doing the math because we can't enter into two spaces. Now, that's the problem with men. Men don't know how to hear. But the funny thing is that when a man decides to listen, he knows how to listen. That is why you can find that a man can remember the friends of his wife by name. Can remember her colleagues. So the day he was there, he listened. Now, the contrary is women have a problem with listening, but they hear. So in hearing, it means that you are likely to interpret the whole data, not to listen. Listening is, babe, I have something to tell you. Remember what you were investing on the other day.
Yeah.
And you choose to listen to the very end and listen to the fear in my voice, the worry in my voice, the shame in my voice, all those things. So listen to all those things and be like, okay, if I say anything right now, I'm going to kill him. Let me just hug him and tell him it's going to be okay. In 2 weeks, I'll bring it back and tell him we should have, but I won't say it today. But many ladies are not also in a place where men can tell them because they are not listen ready.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not listen ready because they're insecure. Just sliding that one.
Stop the egg and the chicken thing. The Bible tells us that the chicken came first.
Yes, the chicken came first. It's true. It's true. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So you see, that's kind of the gap that is there. And so because of the listening issue, and a very funny thing is that in terms of communication, is that women, you want to speak. You want to speak. You want to find someone you can tell many things
Yes.
to.
Yeah.
At times it doesn't even matter if they're hearing or not. At times just want someone
Offload it.
or to offload.
Get it off your chest.
Men are very cautious on the landing of the information. That's the difference. Yeah, men don't want to offload.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Men are looking to download.
What's the difference?
Offload is I can release it. I may not want feedback. I may just say what I want to say. I had a bad day. My friend stole my shoes. Blah, 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 it goes. A man thinks, if I tell you, will you receive what I'm saying? Can you listen to me? Can you accommodate me in this thought process? Can we go slowly with the way I'm talking? It's a very different line of communication. That's why you find that even among us men, you can find the guys have been together for a while and they don't do anything about the other because this will not listen.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting difference. Even hearing you talk about it is really making me reflect, even on those moments when you start to tell me something and my response makes you like change the story. I think you've done this.
Back it up.
Quite a few times when it's like, you're going a certain direction and I'm with you. And then my response just throws you off. And then all of a sudden it's like the conversation is just not there anymore. So that's what's been happening.
Man down.
So as a woman, I need to create that kind of platform where the communication has to land in a place where it's accepted. It's not being met with judgment. It's not being met with criticism. It's being met with maybe even a certain level of curiosity. Like, what really happened? Like, I want to understand. I want to listen, and I don't want to just hear so that I can respond with what I think, with my opinions. So you need more of that.
Yeah.
So in your communication, you need more of a safe place. I think it's the same for women.
Yeah, because now when I tell you that, you also understand where we are.
Yeah.
If it's a financial issue, you begin to understand this is where we are as a family. And it's easy for you to sit and say, okay, what do we do? Yeah, you see, what do we do? And how are we solving it? It's easy for us to find a way that now you understand, okay, fine, we are in a different financial phase now. The money we have lost means that maybe we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or the reason why the business never picked up, or that I lost the job, or whatever is taking place, I kind of can manage my expectations. And I know right now, if maybe I was shopping at shop XYZ, I'll stop going there now. We're going to branch this way. In case if I was buying things this way, maybe I was doing shopping for a whole month, I'll start doing, okay, now we're going to do daily shopping or weekly shopping. We're going to contain it. I'm going to find how we manage things. Now we are both in a place whereby it is security and there's also respect.
Yeah.
It's kind of now rubbing off on each other. We are meeting on the table and we are having it. But the problem is that I go into secrecy and I'm burying myself in secrecy. And you don't know what is taking place. And you get offended by that, get angry. Yes.
I'm angry, I'm fearful, I'm panicking, I can't think straight. So I'm saying all the wrong things because I don't see what is happening and I don't have the full information. So I'll go with my emotions. I'll go with what the worst case scenario is what I would bring to the table. So communication is really important. And I feel like as in marriages, we need to really cultivate that openness, Like, I'm your friend. I'm not the disciplinarian in this relationship. I'm not like a judge who's just waiting to put, you into your cell because you made a mistake. And it's not always easy in marriage because you go through so many of those moments where you're trying to fit in together. You're trying to come up with a rhythm. And sometimes as you're trying to do that, things happen.
Yeah.
So you're trying to catch the events and you're also trying to bring that thing together. And I find that when there's an issue that one partner is facing, it's really difficult to look at it as how can we come together to resolve it. It's more of, I'm panicking, leave me alone, or I'm fearful, leave me alone, or I'm afraid you'll judge me, leave me alone. So how do we manage those situations? Like when I'm communicating something that's heavy, something that's gone awfully wrong, how can I provide you the right data, the right information in the language that you understand? And how can you as a man, cover me and give me the assurance and the security I need within that moment so that the marriage can stand? Because I kind of feel like communication really, it doesn't always work, because we move to our corners and we want to solve things the way we know how to, and not group together and say, okay, this is bad, it's wrong, it should not have happened. How do we resolve it?
I think that's the maturity that everyone needs. I think
but not a lot of us. I mean, how many years did it take for us to even okay, how do we resolve it? Let's not withdraw, let's come together and see how. It's not easy.
Yeah, but I think it's not easy. And I remember, as again, we go back to trust as well, is that do we trust each other that we are on the same team? I think there's a statement you said when we, I think, newlyweds there about, and you said something very interesting. I think we were walking in town.
Yeah.
And it was those days, and so we were walking in town. I remember, I think I had some money in my hand, and I was holding your hand, and the money was in my hand, and you removed my hand, and you removed the money, and you say that let's never let money come between us.
Yeah.
And you see, it's in those moments that we are allowing things to come between us, to think, okay, fine, we are fighting the same enemy.
Yeah.
We are fighting the same enemy. As a couple, are we together? Are we together in saying are we together on this? Are we together that we want the kids to go to the best schools? Are we together that we want to live in the best houses, live the best life possible? Are we together that we want to go on holiday together? Are we together on those things?
Yeah.
Now, what is the enemy that has come in? The enemy that has come in our life is death. So we are coming together to build, to destroy that death, that we may move forward. Now, we may approach it differently because we are different from the core.
Yes.
Yeah, there are people who, when they are faced with a problem, they recoil. It's in their nature. There are those who, when a challenge comes, they want to push. I think you know me. Me, when I see a challenge, I wear the helmet, I go.
You chase challenges. You look like you're actively always looking for challenges. That's you.
Yes.
Where's the challenge? Where's the next one?
It has won me more than I've lost.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But you see, it's how we are wired. So think, okay, now we're in this problem, how do we handle it? And then we look and think, there's a way that you see it, there's a way that I see it.
Yeah.
And you see that also but you see the marriage also needs the other facets to kind of make it easier. It needs the other facets. It needs, apart from we don't have money, we don't have food on the table, we don't have money for food, yes, but the other facets is their effort. You see, also, you can't applaud nothing.
Yeah.
There has to be a level of effort. Are you seeing this effort? I mean, you saw when we didn't have resources, I never slept in the house. I could not sleep in the house. It is, and to this day, I find it hard to spend the whole day in the house sleeping, because I think I'm not yet at the top of the mountain. So there has to be a level of effort. Number two, as a man, I'd feel, as I'm putting effort, is my wife noticing and appreciating my effort?
And applauding.
And applauding the effort.
Yeah.
People say that you paid the power, so who should congratulate you for it? It's supposed to be a job. No, it's not my job, actually. I can choose not to pay.
It's true.
We stay in darkness then. Yeah. So there has to be a level of appreciation that there's effort. And also appreciating that you are there. Even as a man, with my wife, when you come and say, there are the times when I've not had money, and you are like, oh no, I'll pay this. In my heart, to appreciate and no, you have actually carried the family. You've carried the family. But to build you in other parts as well, because we have to both be builders. The problem is that now when these things erupt and you feel insecure and I feel disrespected, we quickly go down the grid. I withdraw communication and you withdraw sex. Then now there are alarms in the house. Now there's tension. People are breathing like horses. Yeah. Because now, one person is feeling you're punishing me by not telling me what is happening. You're keeping me in the dark. And therefore, you will not even touch me in the dark.
Does it have to be in the... ask an interesting question. It has to be in the dark.
And so we find that we begin to withdraw things because now the primary need is not being met. So we begin to uproot all other needs. And that's the problem with marriage, is that we have a very, very funny, punishing thing.
Yeah.
We don't call each other higher. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Couples don't call each other higher.
Yeah.
That I'm going to call you higher. I'm going to challenge you to be better. I'm going to challenge you without criticizing you, but I'm going to lead by example. Men, they're like, no. You didn't. I mean, you stay there. Me, I'll stay here. Yeah.
I think it's a real labor of love to always put the marriage at the top, because sometimes we go into our own individual corners and we want the other person to come and apologize or to make the first effort towards reconciliation. Sometimes we put the marriage in its entirety on the back burner, and we're like, okay, let the other person come and, try and fix it. And it's something that we need to move away from so that our marriages can flourish. Another need that's always like clashing, for a man, like the sexual need is like really high up on the need scale. And then for the woman, non-sexual touching is also high up on the scale. How do we bring these two together? Because on the one hand, I'm like, no, I need attention. I need affection. I need my partner to call me in the middle of the day and just find out how my day is going. No, nothing sexually, insinuated, or no sexual comments, or just like a hug, that's not leading anywhere, or a peck on the cheek, or a gift, Women love this non-sexual attention, this non-sexual engagement, for them to even begin to start feeling sexual. And I know we've had so many lessons learning how, men are sexually and women are sexually. It's not the same for men. How is it for men? I mean, it's just like on and off. But for a woman, non-sexual touching is just so important. And I would say even beyond non-sexual touching, it's that non-sexual attention. I'm just calling to find out how you were. When you left in the morning, you didn't seem happy. Is there something I can do to support you today? Like that's amazing.
That's romance.
That's romance. I thought romance was finance, but anyway, that's part of romance. That's part of romance.
Finance on this one. Romance is supported.
Yeah, so knowing that your partner really cares for you and is really out, looking after you as a person and not just as someone who fulfills their sexual needs. How is it different for
it's funny because, and I'll talk about, I was just saying, one of the hardest things for a man is non-sexual affection. It's one of the hardest things for a man because, on average, men are action-based.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I used to believe that it's women who used to get mad and withdraw sex. Then I got to learn through marriage counseling that they're actually men who get annoyed and withdraw sex. But you're dealing with couples that have got the 20% of couples who maybe the wives have got more higher than men. That's a 20%. It's a 20% rate. But again, there are men who withdraw sex and go sleep outside as well. But what I've come to learn with the processes of marriage with men is that, and I've done this research again. I've been a man for a long time. So I've done this research, speaking to a couple of men. I actually realized that the more attracted a man is to his wife, the more likely he is to give her a peck on the cheek. Yeah, the more likely he is to do that because he's attracted. Then there are men who are still sleeping with their wives, but they're no longer attracted to their wives.
Explain that. I don't understand. You can sleep with someone who you are not attracted to.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
As a man.
Yeah, as a man. Because it is basically he's fulfilling a need. And he has come to the place whereby the most convenient place I can fulfill the need is my wife.
Wow, that is sad.
And so she's come to a place whereby, okay, if I have a need, I'll fulfill it. That's it.
Yeah. Not out of love, but out of let's tick the box.
It's not even let's tick the box. It's that this comedian who was like watching, he said that sex is an individual sport. So his master has decided.
So it's his individual win.
You know, my chance.
Oh my God.
He decided he's singles tennis.
Yeah.
So he's playing his part. And so I'm also find that you used to have those things of just a man just getting on want to get the wife, get it done, move on.
Yeah.
Because it is the need is there, the desire is there. He's thinking, what do I need to do? I'm not going to leave the house now, go elsewhere. She's here. I'm going back. That's it. Again, there's also there are men who cannot how can I put this word? There are men who don't have the courage to go look. They cannot even go out. They cannot cheat on their wives. Yes, but he still deals with his wife the same way to fulfill a need. So,
meaning that his mind, his emotions, his essence, his everything is not there within the act. It's just the act. It's just a release and.
Yeah, because for a man, for the act to take place must be present, but his focus is on his need. His focus is on his pleasure. Nothing else. There's nothing tied to it. It's not really important how the wife feels or anything.
I always find it amazing that a man can separate those two things. It's really it's a superpower.
It's a superpower. That's why you see a man cannot have paid rent and still want to sleep with his wife.
Okay.
But the wife will wonder, why are you paying rent? Why would you want to sleep with me and you've not paid rent? And the man wonders, are you the landlord? So
what do they have to do with each other?
Yes.
Where do they meet?
School fees and this, they're not together. You're not the principal. Why do I have the principal? But you see, if you examine it,
for a woman, it really connects. Like, I don't know where it connects, but it connects. It makes sense that because this and this has happened, then I'm not ready. I'm not there.
Yeah, things have not come together.
Yeah.
But you see, again, on average, I said many couples fall under the 80%, where the man has more sexual desire than the woman. Most couples fall in the 80%. Now, the problem is that, and I normally say this, that how do as a couple come to a place whereby there's that balance? You see, now, this, and I speak as a man, I need to remain to be sexually attracted to you. That must remain. When that goes off, then many things go with it.
Yeah.
So when a man is sexually, that's why you find that when a man was dating a woman, he'd peck on the cheeks, he'd give her a hug, flirt with her a bit. All those things are part of the package.
Yeah.
Now, when as a man, maybe you take away some of those things, there's no longer sexual attraction. Why is there no sexual attraction? Because one, I cannot maybe play with you.
Yeah.
I cannot peck you. I cannot hug you if I move close to you. No, don't hug me now. Don't touch me now. Over time, what that happens is that it builds rejection.
Okay.
The man feels rejected. He feels rejected. He feels rejected, which is contrary, because if a man keeps on jumping on his wife, did I say that?
Yeah.
If a man keeps on jumping on his wife, she also feels as though she's being used, because he's not asking her, how are you feeling? How's your day? All those things.
He's always quick to the end result.
Yeah, he's very quick to the end result. But if you talk to many men, and I talk to as men proceed in their ages into marriage, you find that the value is very interesting, that the value of affection in the man's life goes higher. When he's younger, men don't really, if you have an audience maybe that is 22, 23, it's a sport. When men grow older, because insecurities begin to build, is when the attraction to his wife actually grows stronger, because now this is the one he has been with all his life. Now, the problem that happens in marriage is that women don't maintain themselves to be sexually attractive to their husbands.
You're now stepping on landmines.
Landmines, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Lord has blown away. The Lord has blown away the landmines. Because
what do you mean?
what
by
I
that?
mean is this, is that it comes to a place in the marriage whereby women tend to sexually settle. What is sexually settle? Sexually settle is that we are married, we have 3 children.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
What else is there?
What is there? So over
Like
time you find that
she's like in the space of, oh, there's no need for it anymore.
there's no need for it
Because
anymore.
she views sex as a means to an end. Like we have the children. What else?
Yeah. Also, again, effort goes. Yeah. You find a woman, the effort has left. She no longer has the effort for the marriage. No longer has effort for sex. It's no longer that headspace for effort of sex. But she will complain over a period of time. By the way, where does he go? He has not touched him in 2 months. But she is moved to a territory whereby he's, as I said again, as the older men get, the more insecure men are in their own sexuality.
Yeah.
The older man gets, the more he's thinking, look at the wife, okay, now, does she still find me attractive? You've asked men, a man will tell you, I wonder if she still finds me attractive.
Do men have those questions as
Men
well?
have those questions. Yeah. Does she still think that I'm sexy? Does she think that I'm sexy? So he'll try maybe flirt with her hand, send her an emoji of something. And she'd respond and tell him, what are you thinking about right now? My mind is not there.
Yeah.
People are building the nation. What were commander man? Where you are thinking here about? You're thinking about it. Is that all you think about?
Yeah.
And you see now, this guy goes up, okay, now he begins to move away. Now his mind begins to imagine another woman in his mind who would entertain his sexual advances. So it becomes difficult for him to have non-sexual affection, yet he already fears rejection. He fears rejection. He fears that if I come and kiss you and you're like, I don't want to be kissed right now, I'm doing something else. Or over time, what do? I'm like, okay, I don't think she wants me to touch her. And let me wait to see if she'll cross the room and come and touch me.
What if she never crosses the room?
That is where people end up at my office. So I'm in business.
Yeah.
So if you look at many marriages, as you're saying, that's what killed it. Sex didn't die unnaturally. Sex died naturally.
I also feel like the chicken and the egg situation is also happening here. Why? Because as a woman, she's expressing that she needs non-sexual affection. But then as the man, you're not able to give that non-sexual affection because you're afraid that you'll be rejected. Because the marriage has come into a space and an area where maybe she's not feeling like, sex is really high on the priority, There's other things to do. The bills have not been paid. The children have not yet gone to school. There's so much demand on her from her parents. There's so much happening in the marriage that sex is not even top on her list. And the man also he's afraid to give that non-sexual affection. So how do you resolve this? How do you resolve it?
As I talked about,
calls the cat, bills the cat.
Who bells the cat?
Yeah.
As I said, you always call each other higher. Because I believe that if you look at it, for example, if we have conflict, there are days when you have crossed the room and be like, okay, we need to discuss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
There are days when I cross the room, isn't it? There are days that we have had a conflict and I choose to crack a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I choose to crack the joke, what happens? Yes, you have a choice. Yes. I'm crossing the room. If you laugh, you have joined me. If you sneer, it means I go look for another joke and come back. So there's always that. There's that part of, and I'll give the story of the Royals. I'll not say which one exactly. I don't want to be sued, but it's on BBC. I've said a lot by saying it's on BBC.
Yeah.
And this particular royal was at a place whereby she felt that the husband and her were drifting away. And one time she decided she's going to do something about it. Chicken egg. She went and said, I'm going to get some very sexy lingerie and just make the first move. Yeah. And she went and she was trying it on in her room. And the husband passed and saw her dressed in there and looked at her and told her, you look hideous. And she said at that point is when she knew the marriage was done. Now, what is a chicken egg? The chicken egg is that one person is deciding to say, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone because the marriage matters to me.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my part because the marriage matters to me. So because the marriage matters to me, what is the marriage at the end of the day? The marriage is the two of us. If me and you are at the same place, we can fight that thing.
Yeah.
If me and you are in separate places, we cannot fight that thing. So it's by, okay, fine then. Where do we meet? Then I think the marriage needs a boost of adrenaline. I am going to do something about it. I'm going to go sit down, send you flowers, because I feel the marriage needs some. I'm going to send you flowers. Now, when I send you flowers, what am I doing? I'm trying to throw a rope.
Yeah,
I'm trying to prompt you.
Something, yeah.
But now if I throw the rope,
and I respond, thanks for the flowers, but we need milk.
you need
in the
milk.
house
Yes,
today.
yes. You see, yeah. So it's like it's like those movies when there's a cloud, then you hear a horse coming, then the horse comes and the owner of the horse is not there. It came back itself. So you threw the rope, and you're like, okay, I did this. I mean, maybe you've and if you look at marriage, that's what many marriages are lacking now when it comes to needs. Is me saying I'm going to step out. Ask any man who will say, okay, I tried, maybe I did this. Or ask a woman who say, by the way, I tried to make a move and he didn't respond.
Yeah.
And that feeling, it leaves a very bad feeling. For both men and women, I think it's a very bad feeling. I asked women in my office once, married women or married for I asked them, when is the last time you initiated sex? You will hear, he does not call me during the day. Chicken egg. Yeah. Then you ask this one, for example, when's the last time you bought your wife flowers? I tried to touch her and she didn't want to be touched. Chicken egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereby if I do my part and you do your part, the marriage is great. But if you wait for
the other person, yeah. I think my take home from this is that I have to come out of my needs sometimes and reach out and, check on my partner. What is it that you need that maybe I've neglected in the marriage or I'm it's not high up on my mind that you need it. So it's that constant checking in with you. How are you? How's the marriage? Is there anything that you need? How can I support you? And being open and courageous enough. Because sometimes a marriage wears out your courageousness. When you say a man feels afraid to even make a move. So many things happen. So many words are spoken. So many things just happen that make marriage sometimes a huge mess. But my biggest take home, and it's really ringing heavy in my mind, is that I should never give up on the marriage. I should always try and see how I can do something in that area where I'm feeling or I'm seeing that is dying. What am I doing? What accountability, am I taking on my part to ensure that part of the marriage does not die? So there's a lot of coming out of myself, coming out of my comfort zone, really checking out the other person and finding out, how are you? How can I support you more in making this marriage flourish? But it's not easy.
It's not easy.
I'm really thinking we need to come out of ourselves.
I think with your glass, this will be my take home.
Yeah.
Give me a glass. This is how leads are. Now, in marriage, we get married to give each other as we need.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not giving you your need, what am I doing? I'm spending it.
Yeah.
So what marriage needs is that when I'm here and you're here, is that if you come out, because I'm here now, maybe I've gone through life, I've lost money, I've lost what, I am here.
Yeah.
I need someone to meet me. I'm already down on self-esteem. I have tried 17 businesses, they have failed, Or maybe you have someone had a job, they lost a job, or maybe the lady was feeling very maybe life happened, things happened in the little village. Okay, now I'm no longer as secure as I was in the marriage. I don't think I'm attractive enough. I don't think I'm beautiful enough. I don't think all those things. Because of many things that have happened, traumas, all those things.
Yes.
In any time in a marriage, if the marriage has gone beyond 1 year, one person is here, the other one is here. That is how marriage is. Yes, when you get married, you're both full if God worked on you.
True.
So in every space in marriage, someone is here, another one is here. And this is a daily process. In the morning, I can be here and you are here. In the evening, you can be here and I am here.
Yeah.
So why I step out of my space is if I step out and I pour into you, what happens? You are full. When you are full, immediately you'll have the strength
To pour
quickly pour back into me.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And so every time we are actually meeting each other's needs. So there's no time I feel empty. The moment I've gone down, how can I support you?
Yeah.
How can I build you? How can I be there for you? I'm full again. When I'm full, I'm like, by the way, Aya, you need roses. I send you roses. Yes. I go out there. Maybe I lost money, but the way you talk to me at night, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'll fight one more time. If not for me, for my wife.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is what is my take home today. That when it comes to needs, marriage is I sacrifice my needs to meet your needs. You sacrifice your needs to meet my needs. That is how it is.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
See, you married a wise man.
Thank you for watching Marriage Kindergarten. I hope this has been helpful for you. We're so happy to have you join us. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and join us next time.
Hope to see you next time. Victor Salamba, joining my lovely wife.
Hey, Salamba.
Stay blessed. Catch you next time.